Everyone say a nice big hello.
Hello.
Hello. So, it is Friday night. It is 8 p.m. UK time, which must mean it is time for Extreme Improv's Revenge of the Mafia. So, this is the long-form social deduction improvised show where one of the people you are seeing on your screen currently is going to turn out to be a killer. And currently they do not know who it is, but shortly they will find out through a random roll of the dice which one of them is the killer. They will then use the Zoom chat to communicate just with me, and audience, you will not see this, but they will let me know what they want to do, if they want to choose a victim. All of the other players on the show are going to have to use their social deduction skills, their wit, to try to hunt for the killer and see if they can figure it out and eliminate them before they can kill again. So, with this, first things first, let's meet all of the people in the city tonight, starting with Sparky Plug. Say hello to the people.
Hey everyone, Sparky Plug. I'm a mechanic here at Bob's Garage, and just happy to be here.
Okay, thank you very much there, Sparky Plug. Next up, we're going to meet Raf. Say hello to the people.
Hello, my name's Raf DeLuca, and I'm a doctor at Hobby City General Hospital Emergency Department in AAU.
Okay, right, so next up, we're going to meet Bunny Wildflower. Would you please introduce yourself to the people?
Hi, everyone. So I'm Bunny. I'm a transfer student from out of town, but I'm hoping that we can all kind of get along and be friends.
Okay, fantastic. Next up, we're going to meet Leon Lazarus. Say hello to the people.
Hello, everyone. I'm from out of town. I'm here looking for something. Hopefully going to find it tonight.
Okay, we're going to see if we can find out what it is you're looking for. Next up, Tony D'Angelo. Introduce yourself to the people.
Hey, people. Tony here. I want to be in Sicily, not here, to be honest, but I'm here. Okay.
Okie dokie. Next up, we're going to meet Nicholas Narcolepsy. Say hello and introduce yourself to the people.
Hello, I'm Nicholas Narcolepsy. I just kind of need a sleep, hey? Hello.
Okay. Next up, we're going to meet DJ Mixtape. Would you please say hello to the people?
Hi, people. I haven't slept in quite some time, unlike the other guy who had narcolepsy, because I'm mixing tapes.
Okay, and last, I believe, but certainly not least, Yuri! Say hello to the people.
Нет! Hello, everybody. I am Yuri Kuznakovia Ivanovia. I recently moved to this place. I formerly number 2 stand-up comedian in all of Skankovia.
Excellent. So with this, audience, let me just clue you in a little bit more on how things will work. So before we get on with anything else, let me just direct your eyes down to the bottom of the screen. There you'll see the writing is on the wall, and it currently says support the show. Subscribe at www.youtube.com/extreme improv. So if you could smash that subscribe button, that would be absolutely spectacular. But I'm going to replace what it says on the wall, and it will now say ask the suspects questions. Now currently none of them know that they are going to be assigned as the killer. Throughout this show they will have opportunities to steal money from each other because they each start with $10,000, and there are ways where they can earn more money or use this money for various things. So they could steal money from each other to accumulate more, or when we reach a voting stage later, they will have the chance to earn money by carrying out executions. Now, if they are able to build up $20,000, they can ask me privately for the name of someone who the killer isn't. So I will tell them someone who is innocent, and then they can use that information as they will. If they are able to accumulate $25,000, then they would have the opportunity to take out a hit on someone else, and that person would be executed. And if they are able to get $50,000, then they can ask me for the name of the killer, and I will tell them truthfully. It will still be up to them to convince the others that they have the answer. But with this, there will be a 2-minute period of open interaction between them, because we are all gathered here in the town hall, and during this time I will let someone know by rolling this dice that they are the killer. And here's the thing, it's going to happen in plain sight. It is going to happen in plain sight, so do watch out if you see anyone receive this news. And this is where the big change that is going to come on tonight's show that I'm going to test out here. This is a lights on show. Normally on this show we will go to a night phase. Tonight we will not. Everything that will happen in front of everyone. So for the performer's perspective, this means that if they wish to communicate with me, that they wish to kill, they wish to steal, or they wish to protect themselves, they are going to have to attempt to do it discreetly. So with this, 2 minutes of open interaction begin.
Hey, Leon, what is it you're looking for? I mean, maybe we can help you find it.
Well, listen, I don't want to say it just yet. I want to have a look first. I just want to have a look round because, I've got a funny feeling that, someone's been hiding something and they're not going to tell me straight away.
Well, maybe I can help. Even though I am a new transfer student, I've already become president of my own club, and I think it's going to be a helping people find club thing, or also doubling as an occult club and also a cooking club.
Leon, is item big or small?
Well, this is the problem. I don't know what size it will be now, and this is why I'm going to have to really think about where it might have gone. I've got some leads. But I need to have a good look. And maybe Bonnie might be for some help, but maybe.
Yeah.
Is it an item you're looking for, or are you looking for something within yourself?
Well, it was something that was very dear to me. It's been lost.
I figured. I bet that it was given to you by a long-lost lover or someone who's no longer with us, and you just have to keep it with you at all times, and I'll do everything in my power to make sure that you have it back.
Is it a new heart you're looking for, Leon? Because I can give you a new heart.
No, it's not. I don't want to say too much because, I think someone's taken it, and I think they probably try to destroy it, but I need to find it because it's very important.
Let me ask, Ralph, you have a lovely Italian name. But why you got no lights in your house? What's the matter? You got no lights? You can't afford no lights?
Are you hiding something?
Yeah.
No.
Good point.
You have stolen thing.
I'm not hiding anything. I'm just staying with a friend because of a hospital minimum wage. I don't earn enough money to have
Doctor?
You are one of those homeless doctors we have back in the old country.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, audience, that is the end of this 2-minute period of open interaction. So, very quickly, as I said, this is a lights-on show that we are attempting tonight. During this, all of the performers here will have to keep their cameras on for the entire time. Occasionally I might ask for there just to be scenes between individuals, but for any opportunities where they will be saying to me that they want to kill someone or if they want to steal, it's going to happen in front of your eyes. So, in a moment, allow me to explain. In a moment, I will ask the killer to let me know who they would like to choose as their first victim. If they wish to steal from someone, they can also let me know they wish to steal. If anyone would like to protect themselves, then they need to tell me in the private Zoom chat just to me how much protection money of their $10,000 they would like to spend, and if they would like to steal money from people, they need to tell me the name of who they would like to steal and how much they would like to steal. Now, there is a chance they could get caught stealing, but either way, I'm going to put 1 minute on the timer, during which everyone is going to have to feed me the information that they want. And that 1 minute begins now. Now, just to cover this 1 minute of time for what these guys are up to, and they can use any tactics they want, then I will simply say that you need to watch their eyes. You need to pay attention to the tones of their voices for the questioning that is going to happen. The one rule I will say to our performers is that you cannot keep both of your hands always on the in the view of the camera. You need to at least have one hand down, okay? So Sparky Plug, tactic-wise, make sure that you can have one hand up if you want to, but always have one hand down, because that could be a red herring or it could be something we're actually going with. Yes, by all means, guys, please use the private chat if you are not. So, with this, we are 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, that is time. And like I said, it is a lights-on show that we are attempting here. So very quickly, I have some bad news to share. And that is 2 lots of bad news. First of all, Tony D'Angelo, you are a thief. You have been caught attempting to steal from one of your friends and neighbours here, and for that, for the remainder of this period, you will suffer a humiliation. And that means
of course I'm a thief. What do you think I am?
Well, that's quite good that you started like that, because for the remainder of this time, you are going to have to speak only in questions until told otherwise. Do you understand?
Do you think I don't understand that?
Excellent. So, with this, I have some bad news to share as well, and that is, unfortunately, Sparky Plug. You were killed during the night. Sparky Plug, you were killed during the night, but fortunately for you, I have psychic ability, and I can still communicate with you from beyond the grave. Is there anything you would like to say? Did you get a sense of who it was that killed you?
No, I didn't. I was just doing my job. But good luck, everybody.
Okay, so now what will happen is audience, as you will see on the screen, ask the suspects questions. We're going to go around and everyone will get to ask one other person one question, and we will try to figure out who we think the killer is, if someone has the killer instinct. So, Raf, do you have a question for someone? If so, what is it?
Nicholas, what were you doing when the time that Sparky was killed?
I was asleep, mate. Just asleep. It's not the best alibi, but it's all I've really got right now.
Okay. With that, Leon Lazarus, do you have a question for someone?
Yeah. Raph, why is it, I mentioned this before, like, why is it so dark in there? You got something you're keeping hidden? You got the lights off and you don't want anyone coming round? Is that what you're hiding?
No, and like I said earlier, but my accent keeps changing. For some reason...
No kidding.
Because I'm a doctor, I don't earn much money, so I don't have a fancy flat with all the fancy lights and all that. I just live in a basic one-bedroom flat. This is basically my living room, my bathroom, my shower. I do everything. My kitchen. I don't leave this area.
Okay, thank you very much. Dead Spark Plug, do you have a question for someone?
Yeah, I was just wondering. I didn't see much of anything, but DJ Mixtape. You've been pretty quiet. What's going on in your life right now? What you doing?
Just Valentine's week was off, so I made a mixtape for my hubba. It was fun. I wasn't just listening to music, I was making some sweet Jesus music back at home, honey.
Okay, with that, Bunny Wildflower, do you have a question for someone?
Oh, I do. Dr. Raph. So if you are a poor doctor who rarely leaves your house, how do you have access to having hearts? You offered to give out a free heart earlier, but those are really expensive. I had a friend who died because they didn't get on the list. So I was just wondering, how do you do that? Where did you get the heart?
Well, my best friend is a butcher, and for some reason my accent keeps changing, but I'm going to go with it. But he's a butcher, and he gives me pig's hearts, and they're quite similar to human hearts, and he gives them to me on the sly. So I operate on my patients with a pig's heart instead of a human heart. They're the same, and I put a stent in the aorta.
Okay, fair enough. Nicholas, do you have a question for someone, please?
Leon. So why did you try to steal $5,000 from Yuri last night?
You know, people said that about me. You know, it was just a misunderstanding. You know, I was out there, and people saw me, and they thought I was stealing. I was looking for this very important thing, and, you know, it got mislaid. It looked like I was stealing, but I was looking for something very important. Didn't find it. Still looking for it now.
Okay, with that, Tony D'Angelo, do you have a question for anyone?
Yeah, I got a question.
Oh, that's
Yuri.
not a question. So, unfortunately, you're going to be silenced for the rest of the day, Tony, as you had to speak only in questions. Sorry about that. If you attempt to break this humiliation any further, you may get a further deadly punishment. DJ Mixtape, do you have a question for anyone?
Yeah. So, narcolepsy, I'm writing a song on how you can kill someone during sleep. Would you like to add some lyrics to my song?
Sure. Sleepwalk towards the person, stab the body, and they're no more. Sleepwalk to your house, and then walk in your own front door.
Lovely. With this, Yuri, do you have a question for someone, please?
I do. My question is to little Miss Windflower.
Yeah.
You mentioned you have club, and you say it a cult club. Is there maybe initiation ceremony to join this club?
Oh no, all you have to do is basically come to our club classroom and then we just tell ghost stories. Sometimes we like to, like watch some spooky videos on YouTube like Mr. Ballin because he's really cute. And yeah, it's just a great time. We just like to just tell ghost stories though. It's a club that can be whatever you want it to be.
Okay, with this we have some questions in from our audience. And let's see. Michael says, they all look dodgy. And we've got Leon. Are you a killer? Asks Slider on D Live.
No, I'm not a killer. It's a good question to be asked, but no, I'm not. But I'm looking for someone.
It could be bluffing.
Okay.
See, I suspect Raph might have what I'm looking for, but I might ask him about that later.
Okay. Perhaps you'll get the opportunity. Bunny, you seem innocent, but are you?
I like to believe that I'm innocent.
Okay, fair enough. Aaron asks, DJ, what are your favourite songs?
Well, it's gotta be Sweet 16 Love, and then How Not to Get Killed on Zoom.
Okay, with this, we've got Slade Aaron also says, Tony, what's it like being silent? Okay, but then we've got a comment from a JJ Hazan, whoever that may be, says no one keeps Tony silent. But we have James says, I fear that if Nicholas carries on yawning, we'll all get sucked in. Is this how he disposes of the bodies?
Well, it would take a long time to dispose of the bodies by yawning, I think. It's not the most productive way to do it.
Okay, so with this, we will now have a 1 minute period of open discussion where you can try to pin down who you think the killer is. They have been with you on screen in plain sight this entire time. Surely you can work this out, guys. 1 minute begins.
We know for a fact Leon is not killer because he steal from me and someone died.
Oh, but we don't know. We don't know for a fact, though. He did it out in the open, but he told him to use the private chat. The open could have been a diversion to make us think that he was trying to steal.
It could be bluffing. It could be bluffing, you see.
This is true, but
Especially since Leon was in another show where something like this happened very similarly, and we all made fun of that person.
I have no idea what you mean about another show.
Insider knowledge.
I'm here looking for something. I'm here looking for something.
Where are you from, Leon? You never said. What do you do in this town? What is your profession?
I'm not from this town, but I've come here.
Yeah.
My job, I look after horses, so I'm a horse racer. I used to be a horse jockey, I'm a bit old now, and now I just look after the horses. And one of my horses was killed and chopped up. And all they left me with was this. Head on a stick.
That's horrific. Disgusting.
At least
someone made you an offer that you couldn't refuse.
They didn't even leave a note. Isn't that rude? Not only did they kill me horse, they didn't leave a note.
Okay, that is the end of this period of open discussion. I suddenly realised, actually, we do have one more question. Dead Spark Plug, I think I skipped over you because you were dead. But from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question?
Oh, I talked to the mixtape.
Oh, you did?
DJ mixtape.
Okay, good. Yeah. Thank God.
But
right.
I want to point out, Tony also got caught stealing. So he's someone who definitely got caught. We forgot to talk about that.
Okay, bonus opportunity there. So with this, there will be one final interaction before audience we put things to the vote. With the roll of the dice, I can see that it is going to be between Nicholas Narcolepsy and it is going to be between DJ Mixtape. So I will spotlight you guys and you will have the virtual stage. So there we see you and we'll add this. Now, audience, you may be able to spot quite small along the top of the screen. You can see our other suspects, so keep an eye on them for any dodgy behaviour. But with this, one final minute, use this time wisely, work out who the killer is.
Nick, narcolepsy. I would like to make a musical out of your lyrics. How about we sing a song on how you can kill somebody?
I would be honored to be a part of your mixtape, but show me your lyrical prowess. What can you do?
Oh, well, I was thinking that since you mentioned the proper way to kill somebody while asleep, I was thinking to make a song about it. And it's going to be an extreme improv revenge of the Mafia special, which goes like this. Oh, darling, I got up from my bed. Come on, join me.
Oh, darling, raise my weary head.
Oh, darling, I took the weapon out of my sled.
Oh, darling, I stabbed them till they were dead.
Okay, that is the end of this period of interaction. So, audience, it is now voting time. Vote now and save us. Who do you think is the killer? Could it be Raph? Could it be Nicholas Narcolepsy? Could it be Bunny Wildflower? Could it be Leon Lazarus? Could it be Tony D'Angelo, DJ Mixtape, or Yuri Kazakovnikovia? And who do you think it is? Put the votes into the comments section now, but we will go round and we will ask each of our suspects who they think it is. And with this, Raph, who do you think it is, please?
Well, I think it might be a bunny because she claims that she's from out of town and we don't know why she's from out of town. Maybe she murdered somebody there. We don't know about it. We don't know any more about Bunny, but it's very suspicious that she pretends to be this nature hippie girl when she just moved here.
Okay. Leon Lazarus, what say you?
I think it's Raph. I think he's done for me horse. It's no pig hearts. It's me horse's heart he's trying to sell. And, that's what's led me. If you can do that to a horse, you can do that too.
These are the stents I put in pig's hearts.
Okay,
Leon.
okay, Raph, okay, hold these thoughts. Bunny, who do you think it is?
I also think it's Raph because it doesn't make sense that he's a doctor, but he also offers out hearts and his friend is a butcher. It just seems really horror movie-like.
Okay, so with this, who do you think it is? Nicholas Narcolepsy.
I'm inclined to think it might also be Raph, just because I can't really trust a man who doesn't even know what accent he's meant to be having.
Well, that is true. Yuri, speaking of which, Yuri, who do you vote for?
I too will vote for Raph because I do not trust men with funny accent.
Okay, with this, everyone's jumping on the bandwagon. DJ Mixtape, who do you vote for?
Well, I'm just here to make some good music and bring world peace, but if you ask me, it could be Raph.
Okay, thank you for that. And Tony D'Angelo, who do you want to vote off here? 2, that is Raph. That is a clean sweep, but let's see if the audience have spotted anything else that you haven't. We have votes for Raph. 'Twas Bunny, says Sienna Bliss on Periscope. Bunny, Nick, Leon, Bunny, Leon, Nicholas, DJ, Bunny. And with that, Bunny, you have got the most votes there. So, with this, it is not enough because the audience votes only accumulate 1 equal to our suspects. So with this, Raph, you have come under the most suspicion, and for that, you are the one who is marked for death. Could I have a volunteer from... I think Nicholas Narcolepsy just about got in there quickest. We're going to have an execution scene now. And I will spotlight Raph to be executed, and I will spotlight Nicholas as the executioner. I will jump onto this as well just to explain what's going to happen. So, in a moment, Raph, there will be a 30-second execution sequence, during which, at the end of, Nicholas will kill you. However, You will have the opportunity to save your life if you wish to use protection money, if you have any available, or you have the opportunity to call to grab a Tommy gun, in which you will have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun back on Nicholas. Nicholas, before we begin this, you will have a 1 in 8 chance, a 1 in 10 chance of getting some bonus cash. So could you please tell us a number from 1 to... Sorry, I'm getting this all wrong. Could you please call out odds or evens? And if you are correct, whatever number it lands on will tell us how much bonus protection money you'll get.
I'll go for evens, please.
You go for evens. And it is a 6. So, Nicholas, you get 6,000 bonus dollars. With this, Raf, 30 seconds on the clock. If you wish to protect yourself, call out protect me during this time. If you wish to grab a Tommy gun, call out to grab a Tommy gun. And here, and also I will note, because it has happened before, Raf, you may be able to convince Nicholas not to kill you. So with this, 30 seconds, begin.
Listen, Nicholas, I'm a doctor. You can trust me. I'm a doctor. I can help you cure your narcolepsy.
So, what have you been doing at the night time, Dr. Raff?
I've been working. I work in a hospital. I work long shifts. I don't get paid any money whatsoever. Please,
5 seconds left.
Protect me.
Oh, okay. So with this, how much protection money would you like to spend, Raf?
7,000.
7,000. So I will now roll the dice. If it lands on 1 through 7, you will be protected. If it lands on 8, 9, or 10, you will not be. Oh, and it is a 7. So that was the right call to use $7,000. So with that, you will live on this occasion. So, at this stage, we have just chosen to execute Raf, but he protected himself. Did a killer just get away, or did we just not kill an innocent person? Someone you are seeing on your screen is still the killer. Poor old dead Sparkplug, as he's saying, it is not him because he was killed. But anyone else here could still be the killer. In a moment, we are going to repeat this lights-on version of this show, where there will be a 1-minute period in which you guys can put into the Zoom chat to me what your intentions are. You can either choose to do nothing. You can choose to let me know that you wish to kill someone if you are the killer. You can say that you wish to steal money if you are the killer. But remember, you can only do one action during the night. If you are not the killer, you can either choose to protect yourself, do nothing, or steal money from someone else. With this, I will just remind you, you must always have at least one hand off screen. If anyone goes like this, we will execute them. Right, so, with this, that's quite harsh, I know. With this, DJ, I'm going to warn you, both your hands are on screen. DJ. Okay, and here we go. 1 minute to let me know what your intentions are. 1 minute to let me know what your intentions are. So do let me know if you have any intentions here. And at this point, audience, you want to be watching to see if you can tell if anyone is typing. You want to be watching to see if anyone is looking at all shifty. See who is up to no good. There is 25 seconds gone. And someone may have done something. I've certainly got some messages come through. Perhaps they wrote messages in the interval before this point, and now they have just hit the enter button. Perhaps they are typing in front of you and they are laughing in your faces. Who knows? Either way, there is just 14 seconds left. And with this, let's see what we've got happening here. Okay, and let's see. Okay. Oh, and with that, that is time. So I have some bad news. Right, let's see what we've got. Okay, I just need to do a quick roll here. And, ooh, you were lucky. Let's see if someone else, because there was someone else with the same deal going on. And you were unlucky. So, unfortunately, we have a thief amongst us. And that thief is Nicholas. Nicholas, you were caught stealing during the night. You are a thief, and for that you will suffer a humiliation throughout the remainder of today. And that means that for the remainder of this day, every time you speak, you must speak as if it is a lullaby. Every time you must speak, it is if it is a lullaby. Unfortunately, we have more bad news. Tony, you do not have to be muted anymore. So you do not have to be muted. I think it's fair that we should hear you, just to know how you feel about being dead.
What?
You're dead.
1 minute I'm mute, now I'm dead?
Yes, but I can communicate with you from beyond the grave.
This ain't no game. This is just... jeez Christ.
Okay, so with this, there will now be a 3-minute period of open discussion. Use this time to figure out who you think the killer is. And with this, 3 minutes. Audience, by the way, continue to ask questions and we will put them to the suspects after this. But with this, 3 minutes on the clock, begin.
Nicholas, you should have killed Raph. I can't believe you didn't do it. If I wanted to do it and I would have finished the job. He's killed my horse and he needs to die. And probably a murderer as well. But most importantly, you killed my horse.
I also want to speak up.
Sleep in due time. Oh,
Leon,
lost
Just
it.
wanted to bring
He's
up
lost it.
also that, Raph, when you mentioned that I didn't say anything about why I was here, I told you I'm a transfer student. I moved here with my family.
But where did you transfer from?
I transferred from the countryside. See, basically, I was getting bullied at school, so we moved here. And this was supposed to be a nicer community, and I don't know. It wasn't really nice of you.
If anybody has shifty background, it is you, Ref. You have inconsistent accent. You live with butcher. You take pig heart out and put it in man.
I
And
don't
you
heart.
also are a doctor who's poor, who works all the time. You should at least get overtime. This time and a half.
They don't pay me for overtime. I sometimes volunteer for overtime.
But
Where's
Rob,
my
Why would
horse?
you volunteer
How
for
do-
something they do not pay you for?
But Ralph, how do you feel? You're safe now.
I feel so much better. And look, Leon, this is the sense that I put into a pig's hat, which my friend Butcher, who sometimes, saves me in my...
That's too big for a pig. That's a horse's ring.
That is not a horse's ring.
Have you seen a horse's ring up close?
I have seen many horse ring up close.
You got the
Yes.
smallest
I
thing.
was very intimate with my horse's ring, and it's not that.
This is...
And if that horse's ring don't shine, will
Mama's
you
gonna
kill
bring
people?
it a brand new...
This is a...
Where does the horse wear the rings?
I don't think it's that kind of ring.
Oh.
Yuri,
So
Yuri,
innocent.
A piece of the puzzle, you may say. A ring piece of the puzzle.
A piece of my horse. That's what it is.
Oh.
Getting bits of horse
Yuri.
going to me.
I think he's throwing these rings at us to try and detect from the fact that he is in fact a killer.
I tell you what,
Arrived and he killed.
I'll tell you, I'll kill somebody. I'm going to kill Raph because I need my revenge. So you can all admit to murders and stuff, but I owe Raph a murder. I'm going to kill him for killing my horse. The rest of you can do what you like, but he's a killer.
I did not kill your horse. It was my butcher.
Your butcher killed my horse. You must have told him.
No.
See, now we've got it. Now we've got him admitting it.
And he ain't Italian, I'll tell you that. He ain't got an Italian name, but he ain't Italian. I don't know what accent
I
he's
think we
got.
have established he
To be
is
fair, it's only
lack
me,
of
but
Italian
I don't know
a
what
long time ago.
We got there in the end.
Yes.
You got your butcher to kill me horse. Where's he? I'll kill him as well.
There is a lot of tension happening between Raph and Leon. I think they need
Yeah,
to
there's
to
so much
settle it.
tension.
Okay, that is
I can
the
tell it.
end of this period of open discussion. That is the end of this. Audience, continue to ask questions. We've got a couple through. And that includes, Leon, why are you so dodgy?
My horse had just been killed. I'm upset. Can't be
Okay,
happy your horse
fair
is killed.
enough.
I've got nothing to ride on.
Okay. And a bunny Who do you trust the least and the most?
I think I trust Yuri the most. He seems very sensible, but the least, it's a tie. It's between Leon and Raph.
Okay.
I've been very clear about my intentions.
Okay. So let's just see what else we've got. So audience, continue to put any comments or questions to them throughout this. We will have one more period of interaction. And let's see, it is going to be between the dead, Tony D'Angelo. And it is going to... Oh, is that on a... Hang on, let's roll it again. Okay, and it is going to be between Yuri. Tony and Yuri, you will have a interaction. So here we see Tony... Here we see Yuri, and you will have 1 minute for this interaction. Begin.
So, Tony, did you try and steal any money previously? The night you died, did you steal?
I stole some money successfully, as usual. I don't know what happened the other night.
How much did you steal, and who was it from?
Am I allowed to say? I don't know the rules here. Am I allowed to...
I think you can, because you could always
I stole £9,000 from that fake Italian. Dollars. I apologize.
This is interesting.
$9,000.
This is interesting. So he used 7 of them, and then you...
No. He used 7 of them before. I stole last night.
You stole, yes. So he used 7, and then you steal 9.
Yeah.
So he obviously had more. Either you are lying because you only.
I'm dead. What am I lying for, Yuri? You're Rusky. Come on.
I think I am not. I am not from Russia. I am from Skankovia. It is a sister country.
Well, you sound skanky to me. You don't believe me? That's your problem, huh?
And that is time. That is time. So, hopefully we have learned a lot here. But with this, we've got a couple other questions, but we could ask them now. Nicholas, when were you diagnosed?
I've had it most of my life, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. This isn't really... Leon didn't do it, says Michael. Do you have a response to that, Leon?
I agree.
Okay.
He's right.
So, with this, once again, it is now going to be voting time. So, audience, put your votes into the comments section, and we will tally them up, but we will also go around everyone else here, and we will see what we've got. So, Yuri, who do you vote for this time?
This is a close one, because it is between 2 people at moment for me, but I still have suspicions about Raph, so it is Raph for me.
Okay, that is a vote for Raph. Who do you think it is? Well, Tony, you are dead. DJ Mixtape, who do you think it is?
Well, I first thought that it could be Nikolai because of his sleeping and killing problem, but I see he stole the thief in this one, and we had 1 killing, so he, cannot be. I think I'll go for Yuri.
A vote for Yuri. Okay. Who do you think it is, Leon?
Yeah, I think it's going to be Raph. And I think it's Raph, and I should be the one to execute. That's the only murder I'm interested in. I'll kill him, and then it will all be fixed.
Okay. Who do you think it is, Bunny?
I still think it's Raph. Even though Tony said that he tried stealing from him, he was caught because it was unsuccessful, and I think it's because Raph already used all his money. So, I think it's Raph.
I've got 3,000 left.
Okay. Nicholas, who do you think it is?
I'm actually inclined to suspect Bunny, because I feel like she might have enough knowledge to take out someone who's already confirmed basically safe, i.e. Tony.
Okay. So with this, Raph, who do you think it is?
It's got to be Leon, because look at the metal these stents made out of. We use titanium. These are made of nickel. I am allergic to nickel.
There we
Hope
go.
you're not allergic to me.
Okay, and of course,
No,
Dead
not you,
Spark
Nicholas.
Plug, you are dead, but the dead may get to vote if we have a tie-break situation. Having a look at the comments, we've got Raph, Bunny, Raph, votes are still coming through, Nicholas Narcolepsy, How did DJ shave when they were on screen the whole time? Says Bob Bidor. I don't know. It's an interesting question. We'll ask DJ later. Bunny, Raph, Bunny, DJ, Yuri, and Raph, and Yuri, I want to hear some of your stand-up, says Bob again. Excellent. Anything else coming through? Another vote for Bunny. Do we know how many votes we got? So Raph has got 4. Bunny has got 4. Thumbs up to the other 2. So the dead will vote to settle this tie-break. Dead spark plug between Bunny and Raph. Who do you suspect?
Well, I'm going to go with Raph on that. Any doctor that doesn't realize how to make money off of being a doctor isn't much of a doctor. So I got to figure they're doing something else for money, and that is killing people.
Okay, Tony D'Angelo.
UK, because the NHS is very underfunded.
Okay, Tony D'Angelo. Who do you vote for?
Can I get a vote now?
Yes, because the dead will vote if there is a tie break.
It's between the girl and the guy?
That specifies it. Right, so between Bunny
Okay, I'm
and
going to
Raph.
go for the girl this time.
So you're voting for Bunny, but Raph still overwhelmingly has the most votes. So Raph, you have been put up for execution again. Leon, you look very keen. So with this, Leon, you will be our executioner. And Raph, you will once again be on the chopping block. I will join you guys. We should know the routine by now. But Leon, I will roll a dice. If you call out odds or evens, depending what number it lands on, you would get, if you were correct between odds and evens, you'll get that many thousands of dollars. So, odds or evens?
Evens.
And it is evens. It is 4. So, Leon, you get 4,000.
I would have done it for no money.
Okay. So, there will now be 30 seconds on the clock, Raph. During this time, Raph, you can try to convince Leon not to carry out the execution, and it may happen. He could decide not to. Otherwise, you can choose to protect yourself if you have protection money available to you, or you could choose to call for a Tommy gun. Either way, 30 seconds are on the clock. Begin.
Listen, Leon, I did not kill your horse. My friend killed your horse. He is just a random butcher, and he didn't know it was your horse. I don't even know you.
If you tell me where the horse is, maybe I can give you clemency. I just want to bury it properly so I can go and visit them.
I get it. All right, my friend said it's in the woods. It's in the woods in Buckinghamshire.
You got 5 seconds.
Tommy gun.
Tommy gun. Okay. So with that, you are choosing to grab a Tommy gun. So please tell me a number from 1 to 8. And you will have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the gun back on your would-be killer. Raph.
8.
You want 8. Okay, and it is a 7. You have failed. Please continue the execution, Leon.
You can look into his eyes. Look into his eyes.
I'm really sorry that your friend is dead, Mr. Horse. I'm just an underpaid doctor for the NHS.
Okay,
Bang!
And so with that, Raph, you are dead. But I can still communicate with you beyond the grave. Please now, Raph, confirm to us, are you the killer?
No, but please give my fiancée Essie.
Okay, so Essie will be sad. So with this,
I knew it.
With this, we still have a killer among us. Who is it? Could it be Nicholas? Could it be Bunny? Could it be Leon? Could it be DJ? Or could it be Yuri? They have been on screen this entire time. Someone is making a fool of you. So once again, in a moment, we will have a 1 minute period during which everyone will have the opportunity to communicate with me what they want their intentions to be throughout the night. If they are the killer, they can either choose to kill or steal from someone else. If they are not the killer, they can choose to do nothing. They can choose to protect themselves if they have protection money available, or they can choose to steal from someone else. There is a chance that they would be caught though. With this, 1 minute on the clock, begin. So once again, audience, pay close attention to everyone you are seeing on the screen. The killer, if they are in front of you, which they are, will be up to no good of some description. Other people may also be up to no good, but you may be watching a thief and mistake them for the killer. You may be watching someone who is simply trying to protect themselves and misconstrue them as the killer. Once again, I've told them it's the rule that they must always have at least one hand off screen. Okay, there is 35 seconds gone on the clock. I will take this opportunity to remind you, if you haven't done so, do click that subscribe button over on youtube.com/extreme improv. Incidentally, / may be the method of killing. But let's have a look what we've got coming through. So, okay, this is interesting development. And with this, let's have a look. Okay, time is up. I have some bad news to share. Let's check the timings of these. See if anyone did try to protect themselves. Okay. I have some good news and I have some bad news. I've got some good news. There are no thieves tonight. There are no thieves, unless, in fact, no. There are no thieves, but we do have some bad news. Leon, how are you?
Okay, not too bad. Happy that I've killed someone. And I only ever killed one person.
Oh, okay. Yeah, interesting. Almost a confession, perhaps? Or was that referring to poor Raph? Yuri! You alright?
I hope so.
Duh! Of course you are.
Yeah.
Nicholas, how is it to be sleeping with the fishes?
Oh, pretty good. I feel well rested now, at least.
Yes, unfortunately, Nicholas, you were killed during the night. Well, when I say the night, everyone has been present. This is a lock-in, and we are all here. How did they do it in front of everyone else? We could see them. Audience, you can literally see everyone. So, as always, audience, ask questions to any of our suspects. And with this, we will try to work out who the killer is. So, starting this time from Beyond the Grave, Dead Spark Plug, do you have a question for someone?
Well, I'm still real interested in hearing Yuri's best stand-up joke from his country.
Okay, I will hit you with one. What is rich and prosperous?
What? Not a doctor.
Mineral exploits of Skankovia.
Yeah, not bad. Yeah.
That's not bad. That's pretty good.
That goes over. It's a hoot. That is it in the clubs back home.
Okay, just wanted to make sure you're really a stand-up comedian. That's a good job.
Okay, so Raph, from Beyond the Grave, do you have a question for someone?
Leon, you basically admitted that you killed me, and now that you killed me, did you kill anyone else? Did you kill Nicholas or Sparky Plug? Who?
No, I just needed to kill you because you killed me horse. The only other person I might kill is if I find that butcher. If I find that butcher, then maybe I'll kill somebody else. But I've got no reason to kill these other people. Nobody else hurt my horse, just you and that butcher you had.
It was me. It wasn't me. I'm a doctor. I perform
You told me the butcher killed him.
Yes.
So I'm going to find him as well.
Okay. With that, Bunny, do you have a question for someone?
I do. I have a question. So I feel really bad about what happened to Raph. I feel really bad about that. But DJ Mixtape, I do have a question about you, because you've been like so quiet this whole time, but you like obsess over making albums about death and murder? Why?
Hey, sweetie pie, I only make good music, good, sweet, loving music, and if you were my type, I would have made good, loving music about your wildflower, but...
I'm a high schooler.
Oh no.
Jesus.
Big tense.
Oh my god. Right, moving on
Suddenly a
from
duck
that.
isn't so bad now, is it, Bunny?
Right, okay. Moving on. Nicholas
Typical
Narcolepsy
DJs. Yes.
from Beyond the Grave. Do you have a question for someone?
Yeah. I have a question for Leon. Why, when it was announced that I died, did it look like you were trying to hold back a smile?
Because I just didn't like it. I don't care about all these people. I just care about my horse. I thought I was clear about that.
Oh,
Maybe I'm a
This
bit
is
more
probably a bad
obsessed.
time to tell you I was a butcher. I was the butcher all along.
wow.
You were the butcher.
Okay. I've lost track. Leon, have you asked a question already?
And I see. Now I was going to ask Yuri. Yuri, I'm a bit suspicious of because above his head he's got antlers. So I think maybe he has killed animals in the past. And if I'm not mistaken, he's wearing the horse's blanket. She had a blanket like that. That looks like a horse's blanket.
Do you have a response to that, Yuri?
This blanket belonged to my mother, and she was ran over by deer. The deer which is behind me. It was a revenge killing, and this blanket was the last thing my mother told me to look after. So I hope you feel very happy with yourself for bringing
I
that
don't
up.
know. Big motivation to kill a horse. If you want to kill a deer, maybe one's not around.
Anyway, DJ Mixtape, do you have a question for someone?
Yes. So, Yuri, where do you keep the dead bodies in the night?
I do not keep them anywhere because I do not kill. I am simple stand-up comedian from my home country. So,
Yeah.
Okay. And Tony D'Angelo, do you have a question for someone?
Yeah, I sure have a question. But before I ask that question, I just want to point out I didn't know DJ Mixtape was from the 70s. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so my question, Little Miss Bunny Wildflower.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
How come you got a sunflower behind you that's fake?
Because sunflowers are my favorite, so I like to surround myself with happy things so that I remember that life will be okay. I'm
But
sorry
they
that
ain't
you...
wild.
I can bring you... Oh, that's my last name. I can bring some sunflowers to lay on your grave, though.
Wow. Snap. Right, so with this, we do have some questions from the audience. Nicholas, can you finally rest now?
I've never felt more awake, unfortunately. It's very strange.
Oh, no. Right. DJ, you're too quiet.
Well, because I love to express myself with my music. I see everyone talking here and there. I just want to make some good music. Some high school girls.
Okay. Right, so with this, Yuri, what's the second best joke?
oh, the second best joke. Okay. What is black and white?
I don't know. What's black and white?
The televisions in Skankovia, because we do not have color TVs yet.
Okay, excellent. Very good. Audience, if you want to know what the third best joke is, you better ask.
Oh, yeah, but please do not ask me for the fourth.
Yuri, what is the fifth best stand-up joke you got?
Okay, hang on. Tony, which villager would you like to haunt?
Yeah, it's a good question. Well, I can't haunt Bunny because she's underage. That's like weird. So I ain't doing that. I think, that's a good question. Okay. I would like to haunt Yuri.
Okay, right, so with that, we can ask why in a different question, perhaps. Leon is ruthless, says Kenny.
No, only for those people that have killed my horse, or expanding it look like they killed my horse.
Also, not that I'm trying to lead anything, but does anyone actually have any questions for Leon? Because every single time it's like, why are you dodgy? You are dodgy. You are ruthless. Not a single one's been any character-based question.
Judged.
You know,
Man can't live a horse.
He's a killer.
Right, but anyway,
Kill
so
our
ask,
queen.
audience, feel free to ask some character-based questions. See if you can, because otherwise they'll just give very short answers. And with this, we will have one more period of interaction before we vote. And with a roll of the dice, I can see that who is number 5? The dead body of Sparky Plug. Okay, so, and with the second roll of dice, I can see that it is going to be... You've already done that, so it is going to be Raph. Sparky Buddy and Raph. It'll be over to you guys. So, here you go, and here you go. 1 minute. Work out, guys, who killed you.
So this is kind of horrible. I mean, we were both dead, and no one seems to know who did it. You got any info?
Well, I think it might be Leon, because he's too obsessed with his horse, and if he's out for the blood and revenge on his horse to kill me, an innocent NHS doctor, then he could kill any of us. He could kill you, and Tony, and Nicholas.
That's possible, but if that was the thing, it seemed like he would have come after you, like, right first and right out of the gate. And
He wanted to.
Well, I'm just saying, why would I be the first one dead? I mean, I don't know anything about this. So we got to look at Yuri. He's a pretty good comedian, but does he kill on stage and off stage as well? I mean, that's something to think about.
It's a possibility, but he hasn't got a strong motive. But maybe Bunny has a stronger motive than anyone else, because it's always the quiet ones you got to watch out for.
Okay, audience, that is that, and it is now voting time. Who do you think is the killer? Audience, please vote now and save us. Who is the killer? It can only be either Leon, I love my horse, Bunny, Wildflower, Yuri, Kazakova-Novia, or
Kuznakovia, Ivanovia.
That's what I said. Right. So, or DJ Mixtape. Who do you think it is, audience? Vote now. We'll go round everyone. Starting with Bunny Wildflower. Who do you suspect?
Honestly, I think it might be DJ Mixtape.
Okay.
And I see that because she makes me feel really uncomfortable.
Okay. Leon, I love my horse. Who do you vote for here?
Now my suspicions are going to Yuri with all his fake stories about mothers getting run over and stuff. And I think he's motivated. I'm basing this on horse obsession, but still, it's something.
Okay, DJ Mixtape, who do you think it is?
I am still going to go with Kuznakovia, Ivanovia. It's Yuri.
Yep, so that's for Yuri. And with that, Yuri, who do you suspect, please?
I would like to cast my vote for DJ Mixtape, and even if it is not her, then there is one less of that kind of person in the world, you know?
Okay, so with this, we will go over...
Spell your name right.
We will have the comments from the audience. Audience, continue to put your votes in. Oh, I forgot to ask some audience questions there. We'll come back to them. Right, so we've got votes coming in for DJ, Leon, DJ, what's, because I don't know what that means, but yeah, DJ, Bunny, Leon, DJ Mixtape, Bunny. And with this, we'll give a few more seconds. Audience, you always have to get these votes in very quick. We will say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and that is time. DJ, you have got the most votes there, which tips you over the balance. And so, DJ, you have been marked for death. Can I have a volunteer from one of our 3 other survivors? Bunny, you would like to take the responsibility this time?
I'll do it.
Okay, so DJ, you are spotlighted. Bunny, you are spotlighted. I will add myself into the mix here. So, at this stage, once again, Bunny, you will get the opportunity to get some bonus protection cash. Could you please now give me either a choice of odds or evens, and we will use this. Evens. It is an 8, so you get 8,000 bonus dollars plus 8. And now, DJ Mixtape, you will have the opportunity to protect yourself. There will be a 30-second period at the end of which Bunny will carry out the execution, unless either you can convince her not to kill you, which has happened in the past, where a victim of an execution has been able to talk down their executioner, or you can either choose to use protection money or call to grab the one remaining Tommy gun. 30 seconds on the clock. Begin.
Yeah, because of my new club that I'm starting, it's basically the neighborhood superhero club. I have to get rid of it.
Listen, woman. This scene is not about you. You need to save me. Are you going to save me?
No, because you make me feel uncomfortable.
Donatello, just grab the Tommy gun.
Whoa,
All these high
okay,
school
you're
girls.
grabbing the Tommy gun. So with this, audience, the one remaining Tommy gun has been grabbed. So, DJ Mixtape, you will have a 1 in 8 chance of turning the Tommy gun back on Bunny if you can correctly say either the number from 1 to 8 that I'm about to roll.
5.
5. If it is a 5, you will succeed. It is a 2. You have not succeeded. Continue with the execution, please, Bunny.
Okay, so I'm gonna push you into a barrel and then push it down the hill, and then it's gonna roll into the lake.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put it on TikTok.
Okay, and well done.
Millennials.
Well done. So with that, DJ Mixtape, you have been killed. But would you now please confirm to us from beyond the grave, DJ, are you the killer?
I'm in the purgatory, and I'm not the killer.
Oh, DJ was not the killer. DJ is innocent. So with that, audience, look at the faces on your screen. Raph, dead. Sparky Plug, dead. Nicholas Narcolepsy, dead. Bunny Wildflower, still alive. Leon, I love my horse, still alive. Yuri, still alive. And now DJ Mixtape, dead. Also joining Tony Dedangelo, dead. One of Bunny, Leon, and Yuri is the killer. They have got this far, and unless we can stop them, they will win the game. So with this, once again, there will be a 1 minute period for our suspects to let me know their intentions. And with that, 1 minute begins. And during this time, once again, I will ask our audience and our suspects to pay close and careful attention to each other, because it is during this time, during this lights out edition of Revenge of the Mafia, that they will have to make their choices if they want to steal, kill, or protect themselves in front of each other. So you may misconstrue what any of their intentions are. If they are still alive, I have requested that they always keep at least one of their hands below the level of the screen, because that way you won't be able to tell if someone is typing or not, or trying to communicate just to me their intentions. So with this, we will have a few more seconds. If you haven't done so already, smash that subscribe button on youtube.com/extreme improv. And 4, 3, 2, 1. So audience, once again, I'll tell you to ask questions to any of our suspects or any of the others on the screen if they are dead even, and we will put them to them throughout this show. And let's see. We've got some interesting things. Interesting developments. Yeah. Okay. We have an interesting development happen during this. So, 1 second, audience. I just have to confer with someone. So, with this, let's have a look here. Unfortunately, oh no, I've made a mistake. And hold that thought. Hold that thought. Do you know what? This is a very interesting thing, and the audience are going to be wondering what the hell's going on as this grinds to a halt. But,
so we.
Yeah, I know. It's just because I'm dealing with something unexpected that hasn't occurred before.
Okay.
So, with this, I can say that Yuri, you are dead. Yuri, you are dead. And now someone knows why what I just told them doesn't quite apply. But it puts me in an awkward position here. I'm not going to fulfill a request just because it would end things too quickly. But it was very smart, and we'll discuss after. Right, so that means, from beyond the grave, Yuri, do you have a suspicion of who tried to kill you?
It smelt of hay.
Interesting. So with this, the killer can either only be Bunny or Leon, I love my horse. Interestingly, both a bunny and a horse probably would eat hay, so it doesn't really solve things for us there, Yuri. But with this, we will have a 2-minute period of open discussion. Use this time, figure out who you think the killer is. And here you go.
Yuri was my favorite. And now he removed his last name, so I can't actually read it. Yuri Yovnovia.
Kuznakovia Ivanovia.
Kuznakovia Ivanovia.
Yes.
Well, I've solved it. I've solved it because, I mean, it's quite obvious, Bunny. If you take your, I mean, you're quite clever putting this in the title. I'm sure everyone's done this already. But your last name's anagram is, of course, Will Die For. So Will Die For. Why would you put the extra I in front of the bunny? But you arrange the words Will Die For. It's right there in front of you. Will Die For.
I put Wildflower.
Anagram of your last name means you're a murderer.
I don't like
puns.
puns.
In front of everybody.
I don't like puns. I don't know. I don't like puns. I don't write puns.
Are we allowed to talk? Are we allowed to? I don't know what to do.
And the thing is, Leon, you've been so sketchy. You never said, like, you just ended up saying you came to this town for a horse, and then you murdered Raph when he said that it was his friend. And, like, I don't know. I just don't think that you would. I feel like you're like a Hannibal Lecter with horses.
Listen, you're
like Silence of the Horses.
You killed someone too, and you're only a child.
Because I killed her because she was seeming creepy. She said that she was going to
talk.
She was going to do things to me.
Will
and
die
I'm
for
a high
Bunny.
schooler.
Will die
she
for
was
Bunny.
pulling
Will
it.
die for Bunny in the end.
Huh?
May I ask you a question, Bunny?
I guess so.
Why, after the day that I suspected you, did I immediately die?
I don't know.
Will die for Bunny.
I have no idea. I've been stealing, so I have no idea.
Leon has played a strategic game here, and he has targeted those.
And he also, in the very beginning of the game, went and wrote that thing out loud when we already know that you're not supposed to do that. He's played this game too many times to not do a private message.
Okay, can I get a word in here?
Unfortunately, that is the end of this 2-minute period of open discussion.
This is so dumb. I'm never playing this
2
game
minutes
again,
was for everyone. We have some comments that we need to put to you guys, some that I forgot to ask last time. So let's scroll up and get those in first. And let's see. And we've got... oh, wow, there's loads I missed. Sorry about this, audience. Yuri, what is the national dish of your country?
The national dish of our country is called fried skikkook.
What's skikkook?
Yeah.
Fried skikkook is a Skankovian delicacy. You take, like, flavorings from the flowers that grow in the meadow. You mix it with the corn that is grown in the field. You maybe add a little bit of the Skankovian, like, sea creatures. We have some very, very tasty octopi, and you just mix it all together in, like, a kind of, almost like a soft stew, and you have it with dumplings.
Sounds delicious.
It does sound good. Right, okay, so with this, let's see what else we've got. Tony, why would you haunt Yuri? Is it because you thought he was your murderer? Is that why you chose him? Obviously, I missed this question earlier.
No, simple. I chose him because he's got the best jokes amongst these schmucks.
Okay, fair enough. Let's just see what else I've missed. JJ responded to Blondie. Who's Blondie? Blondie Einstein, saying his jokes was better than the other schmucks. Oh, airing a similar thought to you there.
Is there an echo in here?
I know, right? Come on. Yuri, what's your third best joke?
The third best joke. Okay. How many Skankovians does it take to shuck corn?
I don't know. How many?
37, but due to Skankovian regulations, we are only allowed 5 workers in field at a time.
Classic.
Very good, very good.
That's a guy I like. You're a good guy. I like you.
Yeah. Okay, so with this, Leon did it. He's all over the place, says Wade. Do you have a response, Leon?
You know it wasn't me. I went obsessed with my horse. I killed my horse's murderer. I was happy. And then Bonnie puts the I for in her second name. She put it right out there.
Okay.
Raph, I'm still glad I killed you. You killed my horse, or you knew who killed my horse. You could have saved my horse. We would have.
I told you where the horse was. I told you the horse was in Buckinghamshire.
You said he was underground, buried.
In the woods in Buckinghamshire.
It's quite big, Buckinghamshire, and I've only got a little shovel.
Okay. Anyway. DJ, what song did you have play at your funeral?
Well, the song would be I Ain't Dead, I Still Living Through the Wildflower.
Okay. Also, DJ, what did you get buried with?
Well, I got a lot of green plants around me, which I'm buried with, but I gotta ask, do you like my new dead look? Spark plug.
Yeah, I'm glad you got the facial hair back. That was good.
Well, there you go.
Only for you, mate.
Okay, so we're not on voting yet, audience, but we've got Kenneth says Leon killer. Do you have a response to that, Leon?
Well, see, if I was the killer, I would have not had to kill Raph, would I? But I was clear I killed Raph, so I've killed one person. I didn't kill anybody else. I didn't care about killing anybody else. And while I wasn't caring, Bonnie was bumping everyone off for her own motivation.
Ducktail who has no money.
Okay.
What? Because you killed me.
Right, okay, anyway, sorry. Blondie says, Bunny, did you kill Yuri because he killed a deer and used the skin as a blanket?
No. See, the thing is, Yuri was my favorite. I answered a question in the very beginning on who I trusted the most, and it was Yuri, because he tells amazing jokes, and he makes the space brighter and happier.
Yeah. Audience, if you want to ask what Yuri's fourth favourite joke is, get in quick. But with this, Sleppy Giuseppe, whoever that may be, says to JJ, I guess this might just be in the comments, can you tell us what you were about to say?
No.
Okay, anyway. So we will have one final interaction before we go to the votes. And since there are only 2 left, I think it's only fair that we have a interaction between the last survivor and the other one who is the killer. One of them knows that they are the killer. The other one now knows that the killer is the killer. So let's spotlight Leon. Let's spotlight Bunny. 1 minute interaction. Begin.
Don't really feel comfortable being in the room with you. But I want to say that
Look, you don't have to kill me, Bonnie. I've got my revenge. I'm done.
No.
You could let me live. I don't know why you killed the other one.
I didn't kill anybody. All I did was come here so that I can make friends and have my own clubs. And you came here with a crazy revenge thing for horses. And then, I don't know. You were just so eager. You were so eager.
I've done my bit, though. I was out in the open. You're the one that's all secretive. Apart from the fact
I'm not being secretive. I've been an open book this entire time. And my name was Wildflower before the game even started.
So you say. But we didn't know you, did you? You just turned up and everyone starts dying.
You just turned up and everybody started dying. I was transferred here to go to school here because I was getting bullied at my other school. You came here looking for a horse.
What turned you to a murderer, is it? Turned you to being a murderer. See why you killed that other woman that you thought might be bullying you again? It all makes sense. Did they all bully you, maybe?
Okay,
she said she was writing a creepy song about me.
That is time. So well done, guys. But we will now go on to the voting time. Audience, please put your votes into the comments section and we will tally them up. This is going to be a vote, and since we are down to the final two, everyone will be able to vote dead or alive. So, with this, I have updated that. We will go round everyone. And starting with Bunny, who do you think is the killer?
I think it's Leon. He was out to get Yuri, and then Yuri ended up dead.
Okay, Leon, who do you think is the killer?
Everyone knows it's Bunny. It's in the name. She's put it out there. It's a big joke. We all know it was her. She's the only one left. She's steered everybody first into wrath. And I killed him. I admit killing him. But then she killed all the others. I've got no reason to kill anybody else, which she clearly has.
Okay. With that, they have accused each other. It's not unprecedented that someone may admit guilt, but they are not going to tonight. Raph, from Beyond the Grave, who do you think was the killer?
I think it might be Leon, because he had a vendetta against me, and I don't know why. I'm just a poor NHS doctor who doesn't earn as much money as like a president or something like that. I just earn minimum wage, and I just get killed by someone who's a weird horse obsessor. Like, I don't understand.
You're a doctor and you're on minimum wage?
Yes, it's possible.
Thank God you never treated me. Right, Dead Spark
I
Plug.
will do one day though, Don. Just you wait.
Dead Spark Plug.
You know, I've been thinking about this a little bit, and I'm wondering about Bunny and how she got here. I'm wondering if there's a reason why her and her parents had to pick up from where they were and come out here. And she's still trying to get friends, trying to form clubs. I think there's might be something a little screw loose in her, and I'm a little worried that that last bully she had might also not be alive, and that's why her and the family have moved here to our town, and then I had to die.
Okay, so it's a vote for Bunny. Nicholas Narcolepsy, what do you say?
Well, I think it might be Leon in this instance. I think at the start of the game he was trying to throw us all off by the common chat thief.
Okay. Yuri was murdered ski. By Leon, as you say. Is that a sign of your vote?
Yes, it is Leon. Leon killed everybody.
Okay. DJ Mixtape, from Beyond the Grave, who do you vote for?
Well, I was paying attention to when Donatello was saying that something has happened, so I think Yuri killed himself.
What? You think Yuri killed himself? Okay, but who do you think is the serial killer? We're trying to catch the serial killer.
I think it could be Leon or Bunny. I'll go with Leon.
Okay, Leon. Okay. Tony Dedangelo, who do you suspect?
It's the Dane.
Okay, there is a vote for the Dane, I think I heard you say.
The Dane.
I'm going to interpret that as a vote
the lady,
for
the
Bunny.
bunny one. The Dane, come on.
Okay,
Speak
let's
English,
go over to the comment section and see what we've got. Sunny88 on YouTube says Bunny. If you haven't subscribed before, Sunny88, feel free to smash that subscribe... Bunny! Wait, Sunny. Oh, Sunny and Bunny. I almost read the wrong name. So, smash the subscribe button if you haven't done so. Maxine says Bunny. Sophie says Bunny. I almost said Leon says Bunny. I'm sure you do. Diva says Bunny. Sienna says Bunny. Wade says Leon. Biddy says Bunny. Hero says Bunny. Michael says Leon. Blondie says Bunny. Slade says Leon. Leon did it as he did last week. Maybe, I can't remember actually. Kenny says Leon. Battlecat20 has put an exclamation mark but then says Leon. So, with that, I think the most votes from the audience are for Bunny. But that doesn't equal enough because, Leon, you have been marked for death. So, at this stage, Bunny, the responsibility does land on your shoulders. We will go to a public execution scene here. And once again, we will have the same opportunities as we have before. So, Bunny, first of all, odds or evens to get some bonus.
Evens.
Evens. If it lands on an even number, you will get a bonus protection cash up to the amount of $1,000 the number lands on. And it is a 1, unfortunately, so nothing extra this time. Leon, there will now be 30 seconds on the clock, in which case you can try to convince Bunny not to execute you. If you have any protection cash, you can use it to protect yourself. And unfortunately, there are no Tommy guns left, so do what you will. 30 seconds on the clock. Begin.
Listen, Bunny, you know you don't have to kill us. I mean, we can walk. I can walk away.
I didn't kill anybody except for
everybody
DJ
else. You don't have to kill me. You can just let me walk away because.
No. You're a bad person, and part of my superhero neighborhood club that I formed, I have to get rid of bad people, and you're a bad person, Mr. Leon. You hurt Mr. Yuri.
You've killed all the bad people, now I can walk away. I wasn't here for it as part of this revenge thing. I'm just new. I can
Time has run out. You didn't call any decision, Leon. So with that, continue and carry out the execution.
And so, I'm gonna shove him in a barrel. And I light it on fire, and I push him onto the road when a truck is coming.
Ouch. And with that, Leon, you have been executed. So, from... Oh, he's gone. Right. So, from beyond the grave, Leon, please, can you now confirm to us, were you the killer?
No, I was completely innocent. Of course.
And now my family's gonna make me move again.
With that, Bunny, you were the killer. Bunny, you have successfully got away with it. Well done there, Bunny. Well done. Well done, Shalita. Wow. Wow, that was close at the end. It was a close vote. It ended up 5-4. The audience lent heavily towards voting for you there, Bunny. But you are able to convince everyone, well, not everyone, but enough here so that you succeeded. Does anyone want to give any thoughts or anything at the end here?
I saved Yuri last because he was my favorite.
Oh.
So it was the game, yeah? The game all along. When I said it was the game. Yeah, I tell you what. You guys don't listen to the dead. We know what's happening.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
Leon, was that like a genuine mistake at the start, or were you trying to make yourself seem innocent? That's rough.
It put people off, though. It would have been a really good
Okay, so just...
I held on to that.
I was going to say, honestly, if that wasn't what had happened, I would have straight up voted for Bunny. I'd had her, like, the entire game.
Okay, just to clue in the audience what happens there. So, obviously, our performers communicate what their intentions are, that they want to kill someone, they want to steal. They do it through the Zoom chat, which is visible only to us and not to you watching at home. And they are supposed to communicate just to me, Don Etello, as I've called myself tonight. But occasionally mistakes get made and they put it out publicly, and Leon made a mistake there. But it could have been done as a tactic or not. Anyone else have any... Did anyone suspect anything, or did anyone have anything else they want to pick up on here?
I kind of
would say David. Oh, sorry.
Go on, Raph,
can I get my money back?
Oh yes, you can. I'll explain this in a second. Are we
still broadcasting?
We are still live. We are still live. Audience, if you've got any...
I'll keep the accent, unlike Raph.
Okay, don't worry. We can either be in character or not. So, Raph, what were you about to say?
I called Bunny from the start. I was like, I'm not too sure about Bunny, but then when Leon killed me, I was like, oh, okay, maybe it's a revenge ploy.
Because you mentioned the heart, and I had a spare horse's head, so put 2 and 2 together.
Okay, and also, Nicholas, obviously you want your money back, and that's fair. From Beyond the Grave...
I want my money back and all.
From Beyond the Grave... you can't have it back. Nicholas deserves it back, though. Just because from Beyond the Grave, Nicholas said to me, just before the beginning of the final round, did he have enough money to get the information of who one person who is innocent is? And he did. And so I told him truthfully that Yuri was innocent. But that's because I saw that request come up before I saw the request from Shalita to kill Yuri. So technically, when I gave you that information, he was still alive, but then he got killed momentarily after.
I knew you were going to do something like that. I knew it. I was like, I got to get rid of Nicholas.
Yeah, I know. I was gonna say, as soon as I died, when I'd like cast suspicion, I was like, yeah, no, it's probably her, but well.
But no, that's a great tactic, which I was like, this hasn't happened before, where someone from beyond the grave, you had accumulated enough money, and people hadn't stolen enough from you to stop you, so you could do that. What else was I about to say? Okay, just genuine, we can debrief on this once we go off the air, but what did people think? Did it add extra pressure, the fact that you were all visible the whole time?
I like it.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's certainly...
I'd like to say it depends if you're alive or you're dead. If you're dead, you're doing nothing. And you're doing nothing for a long time. I just want to, I mean, you know, dead Spark Plug was dead longer than me, but you're kind of not doing anything. You're on screen, you're going to play a role, but you ain't doing nothing, so I don't know.
Do you know, like, technically, you bring up an interesting point. Technically, the dead, you can't be really suspicious that they're going to be the suspect anyway. So during that 1 minute, the dead could switch their camera off. I guess that's something we can figure out. Yeah. Or maybe, like we did in the Revenge of the Werewolf days, have the element where the dead could curse people. Maybe I'll bring in some game.
I just think, you know, we're kind of out the game, and maybe like 10% of the game, and everyone, you know, Bunny and Uriah.
But the thing is, you're not out the game.
As a ghost, you can still steal and get information, though.
Yeah.
You can call out a hit on
you
someone
still
as
get
a
to
ghost.
vote at times as well. The only thing being dead actually doesn't let you do is vote unless it's a tie break.
That's my lack of ignorance. I ain't a detailed kind of guy.
Okay, don't
Yeah,
worry.
because you guys can even talk during the discussions.
Yeah, one thing, during the like daytime discussions of like, you know, minutes and all of that sort of stuff, like that's good, but a lot of the time the dead people are reluctant to speak. So doing the like have everyone ask a question, I think is a very good way to get the dead to sort of interact more.
Yeah.
With everyone, yeah. So you do it most times, but there's some days where it gets like missed. So yeah.
I completely take that point on board. We might continue, if we want to, some of this just when we go off the air, because I'm sure this is super fascinating for the audience here. I just wanted them to be... What I was expecting from that question was like, yeah, it was tense and stuff like that, but we can go over it in more detail. The one thing I will say, though, is if you have been killed, surely you want to catch your killer, you know. So find the motivation. It's a character. Find your moment. Steal the focus. Right, with this, guys, let's have a quick look at the comments. Well played, Bunny. It says Blondie Eyed Shrine. You're a superstar player. And you are. You usually make it very much towards the end, unless I make a mistake. So, with this, let's find out where you can find each of our performers on social media. Starting with Dead Spark Plug. Bob, where can the people find you?
Well, one of the things I'm working on right now, and I'm going to change my background so I can get that up here, is we are doing the Wasatch Improv Festival in Utah. And the official thing is next week, the 27th and 28th. It's all virtual this year. We usually have about 30 teams at the festival. This year there's only 10. They'll all be done virtually. But if you go to wasatchimprov.com, you can see that all the next, we've been doing it this week and all next week, a lot of classes going on. In fact, I'll even be teaching a class a week from Saturday on the 27th at 2 p.m. our time, which is about 9 o'clock your time. It's actually a free class. So if you want to check that out, sign up for that. But the Wasatch Improv Festival is what's taking up most of my time right now.
Fantastic. Thank you very much there, Bob. Jared, where can we find you, please?
You're welcome to add me on Facebook or check me out at Sleppy Giuseppe on Instagram.
Okay, fabulous. Where can we find you, Tony? JJ, where can the people find you?
Apparently I'm doing something midnight tomorrow. No, hang on, I'm doing two. I got it. My diary is so full, it's unbelievable. Okay, so tomorrow night, 10 o'clock, I'm being interviewed by, I think, Leon, who's otherwise known as Bunny Did It, and Chris Terry, as a comedian, I guess, or a funny guy, or some kind of guy funny, I don't know.
Sunday, we're doing it.
Yeah, you see, I don't know. Sunday. And then also Sunday at midnight, I'm doing a show with Bob Young. Bob will tell you, Bob Bidor. He's going to tell you. Danny George is a regular here. Bob will tell you all about it because I don't know nothing.
Okay, thank you very much. We'll come back to that if we need a detail. But DJ Mixtape, Isha, where can the people find you?
Guys, you can find me on Extreme Improv, Extreme Streams, every Friday night in Revenge of the Mafia. Also, we are doing a show with the Nautanki Buzz Improv. Carla's gonna be there, Georgie is gonna be there, and Assad is going to be there from Beyond the Grave. So do watch it on 6th of March.
Okay. Wait, Assad from Beyond the Grave? Did you say Assad? When did he die? He isn't even here. Right, okay. So, next up, Leon, where can we find you?
Yeah, so you can find me at Leon Bot Comedy and also Big World Small Talk, where we do have Tony D'Angelo on Sunday night at 10 o'clock UK time.
Okay, fantastic. Raf, where can we find you, please?
You can find me on Twitter at JohnnyMCow96. Instagram and TikTok, please follow my TikTok. I need 1,000 followers to find my future husband at JohnnyMCow1996. YouTube, Johnny Cayley. Facebook page, please like it, Johnny Cayley. I'm currently writing some stand-up and I'm hoping to perform it. And please like it because I got a message from David Pisansky about this. And also buy David's book. It's brilliant.
Okay, fabulous. Where can we find you at Talking Loud Pod?
Yay, you can. I have a podcast. It's streaming on Spotify, Podbean, I believe Google Podcasts and Apple Podcasts now. It's called Talking Loud. You can follow me on Twitter at Talking Loud Pod and on Instagram at Talking Loud Podcast. And please give it a listen. It's lots of fun. We talk about nonsense, films, TV, music, all kinds of things. And there's a regular Nicolas Cage debate on every episode. So...
Amazing. Wait, are you pro or anti Nicolas Cage?
You'll have to listen to Talking Loud to find that out.
I will. Okay, very quickly, for myself, my name is David Pistansky. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at David Pistansky, spelt Pustansky. You can also get a copy of the Extreme Improv Big Book of Improv Games, which will explain how to play over 100 short-form improv games, and it's got hundreds and hundreds of pro tips. It's available either on paperback or it's available on Kindle, so get it on whichever one you want. It's available from Amazon all the way around the world. But for now, our Soul Survivor and Killer tonight, Shalita, where can the people find you?
Hey everybody, so I'm Shalita. You can find me on, I guess, Facebook, but I'm also Simple Plush Toy. That's what I usually go by, and that's on Instagram, TikTok, Twitch. I'm a gamer. I play a lot of like spooky type games, but lately artistically beautiful ones. So yeah, give me a follow. I love to make friends.
Okay, fantastic. So, with that, everyone, please take a moment to smash the subscribe button over on youtube.com/Extreme Improv. Feel free to like and follow us on Twitter and TikTok and Facebook and all these other things. But for that, from me, from everyone else, stay safe, always stay extremed, and beware the revenge of the Mafia. Bye, guys!
Bye!
And we are off the air.